Hey Virgo, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you're a previous viewer. This is a little bit different here, Virgo. This will be a reading entitled Stages of No Contact and What Your Ex is Thinking. And essentially this reading will be centered around an ex-partner, an ex-lover, an ex-spouse, to have a look and see where this person is at since your breakup. Now, please bear in mind that everyone is at different stages of the breakup. It might have been something that happened fairly recently, Virgo. It could have been something that happened a very long time ago. But if you're still sort of hung up on this person and you're still thinking about them, and you're interested to see where they're sort of at, what they're thinking, what stage they're at, and this reading could definitely be helpful for you, Virgo. So if you do enjoy this reading, please feel free to leave behind a like, a share, or a subscribe. That would be very much appreciated. Otherwise, let's jump into it and pick out 3 cards for Virgo's ex. Okay, let's have a look and see, where are they at? What are they thinking? What is coming up in the cards? Okay, for a lot of you Virgos, it might not be something you want to hear right away, but for a lot of you Virgos, this person right now is wanting to lay your relationship, your connection to rest. And this is immediately evidenced through the 4 of Swords, that notion of resting, that notion of putting something in the past, that notion of ending communication. The Swords represent thought and communication. And if this is coming up for them, Virgo, then they're trying right now to suppress thoughts of you, okay, to remove themselves from situations where you come up. They're trying to distract themselves from you, and they're trying to do that very, very hard. Okay, there's a lot of commitment and focus going into that with the 10 of Swords. Sorry, the 10 of Wands. So right now, this actively is telling me, Virgo, that this person is trying really, really hard to lay things to rest, to end communication. They're still very much in the early stages of healing from this breakup, okay? That's sort of evidenced by the child here, okay? The child can be innocence, it can be gullibility, it can be a naiveness, it can be, well, it can indicate a stage that's very early still. So I would say they're still dealing with this, and they're very early on in the process, okay? They haven't healed completely from it. They're not at the stage where they're weighing things up, where they're missing you, where it's the nostalgic. They're not there yet, Virgo. They haven't arrived at that stage. Now, that's not to say they won't get there, because they absolutely will. But right now, the cards are predicting that this person is in that sort of energy where it's very early on, and they're still being impulsive. They're still being childlike. You know, with the child doesn't think 10 days ahead, 10 months ahead. The child is in the present, is in the now. And I feel like the energy around this person right now is that they're taking things day by day, but they're also a little bit impulsive. So this shows to me that they're still in the very early stages of dealing with this breakup. So in terms of what stage your ex might be at, Virgo, for a lot of you, it could definitely be that this person is still in the early stages of dealing with this breakup. They're trying to see the light at the end of the tunnel here. They're working very, very hard, almost tirelessly, to forget something. I don't know if it's words here. You know, this is all about words and memories and things that come to us in a mental aspect. So in a lot of ways, Virgo, this person is trying to suppress. And I say suppression because it's the 10 of Wands. If the 10 of Wands wasn't here, it would make me think that this person is okay in letting go of the memories or the words, or deleting conversations, or erasing memories. It's more to do with the mind, the meditative state. But the fact that the 10 of Wands walks towards it tells me that this person is having a tough time while doing this, Virgo. I don't think it's necessarily coming to them fairly easily. The 10 of Wands denotes burdensome energy, a toughness, a resilience. You know, he carries all the wands. His back is hunched over. He's tired. He's, you know, he's almost exhausted. So I feel like someone is in a stage where they're exhausting all their options to see the light and to work on themselves. And they're being a little bit impulsive. Yes, they're trying to be open-minded and open, you know, their experiences to new people and new things and distractions and whatnot. But I also feel like they're hoping to come out of this. They're hoping to heal. There's still some tenderness here. You know, hope can also be extracted from this card because it's a church setting, the church stained windows. You know, whether this person is religious or not, that's besides the point here, Virgo. That you know, and whether you're religious or not watching this, the underlying theme is hope and faith. So there's someone that's holding on to hope and faith. Maybe they're holding on to faith in you, Virgo. I don't know. It depends who did the breaking up, what exactly happened in this relationship. But just know that this person isn't taking it easy. Also, the Four of Swords is, I'm not sure if I said wands, I meant swords. The Four of Swords can also be retracting from a situation. So I feel like this person might have isolated themselves. And of course, given what's going on right now, you know, that's no surprise. But I think in a lot of ways, you might find that this person has deactivated their social media. Their attendance at work isn't as, you know, they're closing themselves off to something. And I think that's all a part of their journey of working hard and exhausting all their options. I don't necessarily feel like they want to erase all trace of you and be done with it. I think this is the sort of actions associated with the early stages of a breakup. And I do want to say, because this person is still in early stages, especially if they did the breaking up with you or you've had problems that were sort of snowballing here, Virgo, what comes to mind with the Sun card is relief. Okay, the word relief. You can see the child here. He's in a state of bliss. He's in a state of happiness. He's open to new opportunities. The sun has come out. He wants things to blossom. He feels like it's an opportunity to breathe life into his existence or his plans or himself, you know, whatever it be here. And because relief is associated, especially if this person broke up with you, the relief is highly associated with the initial stage of this person, you know. Because if they did the breaking up or you went separate ways or there were underlying problems here, right now this person feels relieved of ending the relationship. You know, they might have felt very sad in breaking up with you. They might have felt like it's been a long time coming. But right now, because the Sun card evokes freedom and autonomy, this person is embracing that right now. So you definitely need to give them space here, Virgo. And like I said, as much as they're trying, I do feel like there's hurt here because they're actively trying, they're exhausting all their options to withdraw, lay something to rest. I don't feel like they're in a stage where they want to communicate right now. For some of you, there is a possibility that they might be in the early stages of opening themselves up a little bit more. You know, the sun brings warmth, so I feel like there could be an ex that might be slowly warming up to you, but you definitely need to give them time, and I wouldn't be surprised in the process if they are warming up to you, you know, starting to respond or becoming more civil or just becoming more friendly. That can be taken away very quickly, and that attitude can change very quickly. Why? Because the child here is, you know, void of abstractive thought here. He's not thinking about the future. He's impulsive. He does things in the moment. So as much as you might see, you know, that ray of hope or happiness or that sunshine come out and maybe hold the notion of reconciling, I feel like, you know, with the child, as much as it shows open opportunity, it also shows impulsiveness, and things can change very quickly. Okay, children react to how they feel in the moment. So you might see some contradictory behavior here from this person even. But in terms of what they're thinking, I really feel like someone is thinking about self-motivating themselves right now. Okay, the Sun card has come up. I feel like they're feeling like they can get out of this. I feel like they feel hopeful about the situation, and they're trying to be optimistic. They're trying to be open to new experiences, making new friends. They could even be open to dating again because the Sun card is Aries energy. So right now this person has Aries energy around your breakup. Now what that says is that they're trying new things. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It likes a challenge. It likes to overcome things. It's deterministic. So I feel like right now this person is so determined to get over you, okay? I feel like they're doing a lot of new things that maybe could even be a little bit out of character, Virgo. But with that Aries energy, because it's ruled by fire, it can be a little bit egocentric. So I feel like they could be, you know, and the fact that the child sits on the high horse, I feel like there is someone here potentially on their high horse here. And it's almost like they might be saying to themselves, well, I could have done better, or I could have done this, or I'm too good for them. You know, in a way, I feel like they're trying to convince themselves, again, working very hard, tirelessly to overcome the Aries energy, to calm themselves. Okay, that's the message of calm here. That's the message of self-soothing anxiety, whether it's through prayer or meditation or affirmations. I feel like with the sun energy and the other cards here, Virgo, there's someone here who's determined to prove to you that they've changed, to prove to you that they're better, to prove, you know, but let's look at the psychology of that. Let's look at the reason why they're trying to do that. They're trying to gain the upper hand in the breakup, essentially. And this is why I still feel like they're still in the early, very infantile stages of the breakup here, regardless of how long you've been broken up or not been in contact for. So it's going to take them a while, because right now they've got a lot of energy and they're determined to do something here. And when an Aries is very determined, it's determined, okay? Nothing is going to stand in his or her way. So this is regardless if the person is an Aries or not. The fact that they have Aries energy around them in the cards could indicate they very well are determined to do something. So they're not going to budge right now. If you're wanting them to come around, Virgo, if you're expecting them to do something, if you're expecting to bypass all these things, it's not going to happen. You need to let them live through that Aries energy right now. Okay, you need to give them that time for them to come around if that's what you're wanting. But look, I do hope this reading has been helpful in some regard here, Virgo. If you have enjoyed it, please feel free to leave behind a like, a share, or a subscribe, and hopefully we shall be in contact very, very soon. Thank you again so much, Virgo, and bye for now.